not sure why awakening is a good idea. That's okay. I've been there myself. I'm just actually going to walk you through four reasons. Yeah, no, yeah, one, two, three, yeah, four reasons why awakening is a good idea. Reason number one is that awakening can empower you. Reason number two is that awakening can unlock your true potential. Reason number three is that awakening can help with surprising those who are around you. And reason number four is that awakening can bring you peace. Those are the four reasons why awakening is such a good idea. And we'll dive into reason number one as to how awakening can empower you. Yeah, stick around. So reason number one as to why awakening is a great idea is because awakening can actually empower you. That's the biggest reason as to why awakening is such a great idea. Now, when somebody awakens, what happens is that they unlock a strength or power ability within them that their old selves could never tap into or never figure out like what to do with. It's honestly, it's not magic. It's actually like, an awakening is also not a one-time thing. It's actually a permanent thing, a permanent change in who you are. Now, for all the wealth that Canute had, and he was wealthier than most Vikings because, i.e. son of a king, as in a prince, he still had, crippled by the trauma in his life as a child, couldn't really do things for himself in a sense, and was very dependent on his guardian Ragnar, like I mentioned before. Now, Ragnar's death was half of the key to Canute's awakening. The other half of that key was actually with the amazing Wilbur, the monk, philosophical monk. Yeah, you've never seen monks like this, but anyway, in terms of the words that he said to Canute to help literally knock him out of his cage, that fragile cage of, his identity and sense of self, and bring him into reality, essentially.
お体、痛みはございませんか。あの者たちは殿下を得ようと争っているのです。あなたは勝者のものになります。
神父であろうそなた、争いを止めぬのか。
止めようがありますか。死にたい者は死なせてやればよいのです。
夢を見た。ラグナルの夢だ。別れを告げられた。死んでまで律儀な男だ。もうこの地上に私を愛してくれる者はいなくなった。
それは大いなる悟りです。だが惜しい。ラグナル殿のあなたへの思いは愛ですか。彼はあなたの安全のために62人の善良な村人を見殺しにした。殿下、愛とは何ですか。
愛とは何かだと。ラグナルは私を愛していなかったというのか。
はい。
ならば問うのは私の方だ。ラグナルに愛がないのなら、正しく愛を体現できる者はどこにいるのだ。
そこにいますよ。ほら。彼は死んで、どんな聖者よりも美しくなった。愛そのものと言っていい。彼はもはや憎むことも奪うこともしません。彼はこのままここに打ち捨てられ、その肉を獣や虫に惜しみなく与えるでしょう。雨風にさらされるがまま それで一言半句の文句も言いません。死は人間を完成させるのです。
愛の本質が死だというのか。
はい。
ならば親が子を、夫婦が互いを、ラグナルが私を大切に思う気持ちは一体何だ。
差別です。王にへつらい奴隷に鞭打つことと大して変わりません。ラグナル殿にとって王子殿下は他の誰よりも大切な人だったのです。おそらく彼自身の命よりも。彼のあなたに対する心弱い思いは差別です。
そうか、分かってきた。分かってきた。この雪が愛なのだな。
そうです。
あの空が、あの太陽が、吹きゆく風が、木々が、山々が、なのになんということだ。世界が、神の御業がこんなにも美しいというのに、人間の心には愛がないのか。
私たちがこのような生き物になってしまったのは、遠い祖先が神に背き罪を犯したせいだと言われています。私たちは楽園から追放されたのです。
Now, when William Weber's words really hit Canute like right at the core of his very being, I think it just starts to, shake up everything that's been inside him, and all of a sudden, like this him that was always there just surges to the front, and you just see it happen literally, just like that.
決着がついたようですね。だがいけませんな。あの者は正気を失っている。殿下、お逃げになった方が良いでしょう。
正気の人間がこの世のどこにいるのだ。皆同じだ。誰もが等しく愛することを知らぬのであろうが、生の意味を知らず、死の意味を知らず、己の戦う意味さえも知らぬ。
殿下、
もういい。もううんざりだ。
Look at this guy. Are you serious? Like, literally went from cowardly Canute to Super Saiyan Canute, or I'll call him now and also, we keep throwing these names, Courageous Canute. Literally, like, he's staring down a berserker. And he's not even flinching. Guys, do you know how big of a deal this is? So for those of you who don't know, the word berserk actually, the English word berserk actually means to be furiously violent or out of control. Essentially, a berserker, on the battlefield, a berserker is great and amazing because, they'll tear into anyone who's opposing them. They don't even think they feel pain at that level in terms of what's going up, what's happening in their mind, essentially. There's a whole physiological factor to it, but we'll leave that aside. Now, they're great and amazing when they're turned against your enemy. Now, the problem is that the person who's berserk could be so doped up on rage and mushrooms that they might actually forget that the enemy is over there and actually turn on you, their allies, which can actually happen because they're not in the right sense of mind. Remember, Bjorn was sent by Ashklad to protect Canute and make sure he stayed safe in terms of the people who wanted to take him back after they betrayed Ashklad. In Bjorn's berserk state, he could have easily snapped Canute's neck like a twig. And again, look at Brisein Canute just at it again. Like, this guy, something about his awakened state even causes berserk Bjorn to back off all the way. I don't know what he saw, but he saw something that made him be like, whoa, maybe it's the golden aura. I'm throwing jokes here, but anyway, and then Canute takes it a step further and hugs Bjorn, which even I'm like, that's crazy, because remember what I said, the size different. Bjorn is even now berserk. He could snap Canute's neck or arm like a twig. Canute doing this is like you hugging an enraged bear. I don't think you would do that. How many people would do that with, in the right frame of mind. But Canute does this, and doing that actually removes the berserk, veil from Bjorn's mind, and Bjorn actually comes out of it in terms of his berserk state, which is just wow. Who would have thought that was even the case? Even Wilbur was like, what the heck am I seeing? Check out his face. It's just funny. Now, an awakening is something that can actually give you a permanent boost as to who you are and actually essentially enhance your strength like you've never seen it before. And that's not just physical strength. It's actually also emotional, mental, vision. You will never, ever, ever be the same. Trust me. Everyone will be telling you that. And that is one really, 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 really big reason why awakening is a great idea. Yeah, that's reason number one. So reason number two as to why awakening is a great idea is because awakening can unlock your true potential. That's reason number two. And I've said this before in a previous episode, and I will say it again. You really don't know who you truly are and what you are really capable of. You only have a glimpse of what you think you're supposed to be. And you only know so much. You and I know that. Same goes for me. I'm not different in any case. And I think we really don't know who Jesus has designed us to become. Now, this amazing, awesome, marvelous version of you is actually trapped on the inside of the current you. As in buried underneath your fears, your culture, your trauma, and your ignorance is this part of you that needs to awaken for you to really become everything you're destined to be. This is exactly the same case with Canute, where you see that once he awakens, he now starts to actually, he grabs hold of that potential, as in his potential to be the next king, which is actually a big, bold move because he is the least favorite son. That's one. He actually has an older brother, Harold, who's in line to inherit the throne. And two, he has little to no power in the actual Danish royal court, which is a huge disadvantage for him. Now, because of his ambition, his newfound ambition, he starts to make some really, really bold moves in terms of, staring down Thorkel, also recruiting Thorkel, to his crew, forgiving Ashklad for murdering Ragnar, his foster father. And then the third one is actually scheming to dethrone his father, essentially, by whatever means possible. Of all these three things I've mentioned, can you guess the hardest one for even Super Saiyan Canute to pull off? You guessed it. It's forgiving Askeladd for killing Ragnar. Remember, everyone, Ragnar was like a foster father to Canute. This guy meant the world to Canute, who didn't really have solid father figure growing up, as in not his own father, King Swain, wasn't really there for him like that. So, and according to Viking culture, as in the honor-bound culture of, you wronged me, I can literally kill you right then and there for it, Canute had literally the right to execute Askeladd on the spot for what he did to Ragnar. But what did Canute do? He took the higher road, realizing that if he killed Askeladd right now, it would not bring Ragnar back. And that you even see it on his face that he twitched a bit, like, huh? You killed who? Is that, but he brought his emotions under control and made the decision a king would make, as in looking to the future, not the past, which was really brilliant in showcasing his potential to be a future king in terms of making hard decisions, such as that one.
Canute殿下、ラグナル殿を殺したのは私です。お切りしてください。ですが、もし生かしおきくださるというのであればお役に立ちます。この一命に変えても。
ラグナルの分も働け。それが弔いだ。
必ず。
Guys, everyone here, please listen to me. Forgiveness is not easy. So making that choice to forgive is a powerful decision that not everyone is able to actually follow through on. So for him to do that shows that Canute is actually really awakening to his true potential as a king, thinking of more than himself. Now, that's actually the big thing I was saying in terms of his awakening to his true potential. Now, you awakening, and not just the idea of it, you actually awakening truly begins to manifest itself when you start doing things way beyond your level and scope, your talent and strength, as in Jesus is the one giving you the strength and guidance, the wisdom, the knowledge, the talents, like all this stuff is in you. You just don't know how to use it. So it's actually Jesus teaching you how to use it so that you can manifest and truly awaken as to who you're meant to be in your purpose and destiny. Like, that is real. And when you feel it, you tell me how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, that is actually a real thing that happens to people in this world. And I think because of how brilliant and amazing and awesome that is, that's really the second reason why awakening is a great idea.